Hi, I'm Matt Patterson, Enterprise Reporter with the Oklahoman, and we're back with another edition of Zoo Tales with Erica Buckwalter and Candace Reynolds from the Oklahoma City Zoo. Kind of changed our seating arrangement.
I know, sorry.
It's crazy.
We're shaking it up on you.
Fall is here. I think we're finally all excited about that. What are some things happening at the zoo? You've got a plant sale coming up. What's that all about?
Oh my goodness, happy October, because it is definitely the season for the zoo. We do have a lot going on, and we're kicking off with our plant sale October 6th, 7th, and 8th. And this is a lot of fun for our horticulture team. We have a greenhouse at the zoo, which a lot of people don't realize, and we grow a lot of our plants that we share out in our gardens, and this is an opportunity for them to share that with the public and have some of these plants for sale. So there's going to be pansies and violas and some other plants that are great for the fall season, and those will be available for purchase during regular hours, 9 to 5 in the Global Plaza.
And that is through when?
It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the 6th, 7th, and 8th of October, and then kind of a nice little bonus, our horticulture team members will be up there to answer any questions our guests may have about their fall plant selections and their garden choices, and just to share some wisdom with them. And
speaking of plants, Erica, monarchs like plants, and
they do like plants.
I guess flowers more specifically, but the tagging operation is still ongoing.
Yeah, so our zoo actually participates in a program called Monarch Watch, which is through the University of Kansas. And so what we do is we go out, and we'll be doing this October 1st through the 6th, and we will catch some monarch butterflies. And when we do catch them, we've got these nice little stickers here, and what we do is we stick them right there on their wings. They're feather light, doesn't impact their flying whatsoever. And so what this does is when this monarch makes that 3,000-mile journey all the way down to Mexico, when they get there, they've got this tag on there, and they can see exactly what route they took. So if somebody finds a monarch with the sticker on it, they're like, oh, this guy came from Oklahoma. And the nice thing is we actually had that happen from one of our butterflies from last year.
In Mexico.
In Mexico, yeah.
Is there any hope maybe it goes further south this year and you get into like Central America?
No, they just stop right there in Mexico up in the forest, and they all hang out on these trees, and that's where they take their winter nap.
A winter nap? So
a winter nap.
If somebody sees a tag, it's not because the monarch's dead. I mean, in other words, right?
No. So what happens is we just tag them here in Oklahoma, and they go out right on their way. So you can see right there.
We've got some video there, from a couple years ago.
Yeah, so they're catching those butterflies, and so when they get down to Mexico, they can just track them. Doesn't mean that they're passed away. They will eventually pass away, yes.
How long do they live typically?
So there are multiple generations of them. So some are up in Canada, fly across the United States down to Mexico. They do their winter hibernation there, and then they will lay their eggs, and then they will die, and then the next generation flies up so far, lays eggs, passes away, and it's going over and over again until they get back up to Canada.
So optimal a year, basically.
Hypothetically, but most of them are much shorter.
Much shorter.
But they're our great migrators that we have.
I know.
Yeah, that's a long ways. I mean, I saw one today, and they don't fly exactly.
They're not real good at it.
No, they don't fly supersonic speed, and you kind of have to watch for them because they flutter. But it is a lot of fun, and it's a great opportunity for our guests to come down and get involved in some citizen science.
So we're at that garden. So like I said, the 1st through the 6th, and we'll be there from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock. So they can come down and tag with us and take part in that wonderful conservation project we have going on.
And we'll provide the nets.
Yes.
She even brought a net today.
Ta-da!
Yes.
Nice net.
Yes.
Feel like I'm on a safari,
We are in October, and of course the big finale for October is Halloween on October 31st.
Yes.
And you guys are looking for pumpkins.
We are looking for pumpkins. We love pumpkins at the zoo. I mean, come on. We love to display them. The animals love to eat them, so we're all about the pumpkins. Now through October 8th is our annual pumpkin drive, and if you bring a pumpkin bigger than your head, you get in for free that day. And yes, it has to be bigger than your head.
With that sound effect.
With that sound effect.
You're just eyeballing it, though, right?
We are eyeballing it, yes. But not the mini pumpkins, adults. Right. We got to do the big pumpkins. But one pumpkin per person, so everybody in the family could have one. And like I said, that'll cover your zoo admission for that day. And then, and you'll see, we already have a lot of pumpkins in the plaza, in addition to our giant pumpkin, our 820-pound pumpkin from Claremore, Oklahoma. Yes. Sorry, I'm kind of throwing this. This is like a bonus. This is your pumpkin bonus. But we did this last year. We brought in a giant pumpkin and we have it in the plaza, and it's a fun little photo op for our guest, and it's a big boy.
What do you do with it afterwards? Is it just
Well,
broken up?
I'm learning more and more about the giant pumpkin world than I have known, and this one is a giant Atlantic pumpkin. They're grown for size, not for consumption. I know. So it really is just for something fun. It's for the season and in the spirit of Halloween. So probably when we get done, we'll compost it. Which will be repurposed for other things.
It's a lot of compost.
It is a lot of compost.
What did you say, 800 pounds?
820 pounds, grown by a family in Claremore. So we're really excited. They brought it down last Friday, and it's there in the plaza. A lot of fun.
And speaking of orange, there's an event coming up for, if you're an OSU fan, Pistol Pete's birthday.
Yes.
What does that have to do? I mean, that's an interesting connection with the zoo.
It is an interesting connection. This has been a tradition for several years that came to us from the, and I'm going to have to cheat on this because I want to get it correct, but the Oklahoma City Metro chapter of the OSU Alumni Association. So they have a very active group here in the metro area, and they were looking for something fun to do. And it ties in with our pumpkin drive. So there's an orange, and I'm sorry, look at that cute kiddo. That's my kiddo right there. I'm just having to say, he's got the orange hair to go with Pistol Pete. That was way back in the day, but I had to throw it in. So they were looking for something to do here in the metro area, and the zoo is family friendly. This is for their alumni families. They get to bring in their pumpkins, so it ties in with the orange, and they have Pistol Pete there in the plaza. They'll have cake at 2 o'clock, so anybody who is there to celebrate and of course has on their OSU colors, get some free cake, photos with Pistol Pete, and of course bring your pumpkins and enjoy a free day at the Oklahoma City Zoo.
Are OU fans welcome at this event?
OU fans are always welcome at the zoo, of course. They can bring their OSU orange pumpkins and come visit.
Yeah, it's a big year for that. I mean, obviously
is.
both teams, football teams, are having a great season.
Both teams are having a great season. The zoo is for all football teams in the state of Oklahoma, but yes, this has been a lot of fun. And they've been doing this for several years. So I believe this is his 94th birthday celebration. Pistol Pete. He's looking good.
Yeah, absolutely. Good for 94. And Haunt the Zoo, of course, like we mentioned, that's the highlight of the month, right? For you
yes,
guys.
That is.
Are tickets on sale yet, or not?
Tickets are already on sale, yes. And I think we've shared this a little bit, but I would definitely want to touch base. We've got a lot of exciting changes coming with Haunt the Zoo. We're in our 34th year of this fantastic tradition, and we have become the largest trick-or-treating event in the state. But the biggie this year, we are going daytime. So Haunt the Zoo in years past has been an evening event, but we are going to bring it to the daytime and extend the hours. So it'll be October 21st and 22nd, and October 28th and 29th, which are 2 weekends, so Saturday and Sunday, from 9 to 4 each of those days. And we're just really looking forward to all the exciting changes and hoping that families will have more time to enjoy the trail at their own pace and see the animals, and you really kind of just change it up a little.
We were talking, they're actually going to get more time. The event is actually, even though it's longer, right? I mean,
there's less days.
The sessions are longer.
The sessions are, yes, but there are longer hours to enjoy the trick-or-treat trail and to collect candy. Kind of like I was telling you before, with our past setup, it was 12 hours of trick-or-treating. Now it's 27, so we've more than doubled the amount of time on the trail. And the nice thing, really, families can take their time, take pictures, take a break if they need to. It's the same Haunt the Zoo trail that our guests will know and be familiar with. You're just going to see it in the daytime and see it at your own pace. So, but yes, and back to your original point, tickets are on sale. In addition to general admission, it's $7 per person wishing to trick or treat, and you can buy those tickets now at okczoo.org, or if you're a Zoo Friends member, you can buy them at zoofriends.org for $6. So, great opportunities there.
Yeah, it'll be here before we know it. It's just...
Man, I know. It really will.
I bet for you, especially.
Yeah.
Erica, you brought along an animal ambassador, or I guess it's not an animal this time, right?
Yeah. Bugs are animals too. So what I brought, Halloween time is one of my favorite times.
The creepy crawlies.
And so, because it features creepy crawlies, so often, throughout the entire year, people are like, ew, snakes, ew, spiders, ew, cockroaches. Well, this is the time that I can bring it out and really engage them with this animal. And they're like, oh, well, yeah, it's October, it's Halloween, why wouldn't she bring a cockroach? But what I'd like to tell people about, the creepy crawlies and specifically these cockroaches is that they are super important to our day-to-day lives. So cockroaches are what we call a decomposer. So they don't have mouths for biting us. They're not going to eat us. But what they do like to do is eat dead plant matter. So their job is to eat dead plant matter, turn it into dirt. Plants grow from dirt. We eat plants. It's perfect. It's a happy circle going around and around. Now this specifically is a Madagascar hissing cockroach. So what they do is they push air through things on their bellies called spiracles, and that makes that classic tss kind of sound, which is a really great defense mechanism for them. So as they're going through the leaf litter, if an animal walks by, they hear tss, which is very much like a snake, and they don't want to eat it.
Yeah.
So it's a great way for them to stay nice and safe and do something nice for the world.
We did hear it hiss earlier.
Yeah, they're kind of hard to, they're used to getting, handled, so they don't hiss very often. But, they're pretty neat guys.
There's some pause.
They're not native to Oklahoma, obviously, but are they present in places that aren't, because just kind of they're imported into the country for whatever reason and they get out, or
right?
Does that happen?
Yeah, so animals that are brought to different areas, they often subsist very well. You can hear myths about how easy or not it is to kill a cockroach, but like I said, these guys are really great breeders. They're very good at adapting. So yeah, so it could be that there are some Madagascar hissing cockroach hybrids somewhere from somebody's collection.
What are the most common in Oklahoma that we would find?
The little ones with the wings?
Yeah.
I'm not sure the specific species that we have here, but we do have cockroaches, and they are important.
Even in some people, obviously they're public enemy number one.
I know, but they're just trying to keep your house clean, decomposing for you, right?
Yes.
How's that campaign working out? I don't know that you're going to be able to sell that one.
I want them to do all that for me outside my home.
Outside of the house,
I want them to do that for me in my yard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or in a program,
Exactly.
where I can talk about them.
Exactly.
I get it.
Not in my kitchen.
Not in your kitchen, but they are important regardless.
And those are considerably larger than most.
Oh yeah, they're definitely bigger, and they actually get a little bit bigger than this. Some of them I've seen have been about that size.
Yeah, like you see in movies and stuff.
Mm-hmm. They are the ones that are featured. They're basically movie stars. Look at that, another good thing about cockroaches.
They're
in movies.
In movies.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's a great way to look at it. You're definitely a glass is half full person.
Yeah.
Well, very interesting. That's very cool. I've not been this close to one
Look at
before.
that little face.
So
There you go.
Freak you.
that's fascinating.
That's fascinating, the word.
My wife would absolutely love that. So, can I take it home and just
Surprise her.
Surprise her.
All right.
Well, thank you.
No names on those, right?
No, we just have a lot of them.
Okay. Well, Candace and Erica, thanks for coming in. We'll leave it on that note with the cockroach and this Madagascar hissing cockroach, I should say. But thanks for coming in, guys.
Thanks for having
you.
us.